Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to Julie's Orchids. Today I thought I'd do a tale of two dendrobiums. You can see I've got two dendrobiums sitting on a stool over here, and we're going to talk about them because they're the exact same cross. But stick around, we'll move these two plants onto the table and discuss them further. Well, hello everybody. Okay, so we've got these two dendrobiums. These are both the same kind of plant. They are both Dendrobium esme Poulton Thioni times Dendrobium speciosum variety Grand Michel. Both of these plants came into my collection in April of 2021, and both of these plants were put into Pumice in October of 2022. Now, I potted each one of these up in a little bit different kind of pumice. This one had to be repotted because of how much it grew, and this one is now needing its first repot. But when I initially potted them up, they were both about this size and in this pot. The difference was I put this one in small pumice and I put this one in large pumice. I think we can tell the difference as they are both that. They were bought from the same nursery on the same order at the same time. They've been in my collection growing up until their transition into pumice in exactly the same way. And then when I put them into pumice, I wanted to try the difference because I had two of the same one. Small pumice because it was a seedling and had little tiny fine roots. And I went ahead and put that one in the large pumice. I think it's striking the difference in the size of the canes. And I'm unsure if that's just due to the vigor of one plant versus the other. Don't know. What are your thoughts and opinions on that? Now, a few other things that I want to point out is that both of these plants are flowering for the first time. Both of them. But this one is so big I can't get the whole flower spike in view. But you can see by looking at the flowers. I'll zoom in on them in a minute. But they are the same flower. They're the same plant. The differences between the two of these, when I up-potted this one, I put some actual rocks, big rocks in amongst the pumice in here, and this pot is very heavy, very, very heavy. Why did I do that? Because Dendrobium speciosum is otherwise known as the Sydney rock orchid. They grow on rocky cliffs and stuff, so I thought I'll give that a go when I put it into this one. It's got roots down into the pot. I think with the next cane it grows, I'm hoping it will be much bigger than this, but get really good root down into that pot. This one is flowering. It's the same exact plant, only it's tiny. But they have the exact same tag. They're from the exact same nursery, bought on the exact same day. They get the same fertilizing routine as the other plant. Before being put into pumice, they were in bark spag mixture, the same as the other plant. The difference is when I put them into pumice, small pumice, large pumice, and now that's been up-potted to large pumice with actual stones in it. Now, another thing I've noticed with these plants is that when I had my spider mite problem, the spider mites were really attracted to this one here, but left this one alone. Again, I'm confused. They weren't on the exact same shelf. This one's sitting on the floor beneath the shelf that this one was on. Some of the dendrobiums that were on the shelf with this one did get attacked by spider mites, so I'm unsure about that there, but this one has got damage from the spider mites, and this one is clean. Again, this is a bit confusing for me because they're same plant, same nursery, same care, with the exception, as I mentioned earlier, of the pumice. Now this one here is getting to the end of its pot. It's going to need to be up potted. So when this one starts its new growth, I'm going to put it in this one setup. Why? Because it has the potential to be a very big orchid. You know, it's part speciosium. Those things can get huge. And I'm wondering why. I'm just, like I said, I'm just really confused as to why. Same plant, only difference is small pumice, which I think is interesting. And spider mite magnet, not a spider mite magnet. Exact same care otherwise. Is it a genetic thing? Is this one just going to be a smaller plant because it's in its genes? And maybe it's a little bit more able to fend off pest attacks? Whereas this one is exhibiting a bit more of the species in it, because my dendrobium speciosium here is, if anything is going to get spider mites or any pest, it's that plant. So yeah, I'm quite unsure. It's quite interesting. I'd like to know what you guys think about this. Okay, well, let's zoom in on some of the flowers here. So this is the small pumice. You can see Happy back there. She's falling asleep. Anyway, back to dendrobium and small pumice, not attacked by spider mites. Very small, short canes, but flowering for the first time. As is this taller one here. Exact same plant, same nursery. Came into the collection at the same time. Obviously the same flower, but just the size difference between the two plants is stunning. Let's see here. Look at that. Look at that. Well, there you have it, guys. A tale of two dendrobiums. And they would be that one. There's its beautiful flower. It has a slight fragrance. I can't wait till these plants get more mature and really do what the speciosium in them will have their flowers do. Super excited for these. This little one here is outgrowing its pot, so it's going to get put into a setup like the big one, because I think it's the pumice. I think this is an example of wrong growing medium, and the only way for me to test this out is to put this smaller one in the same setup as that one and see what happens. I'd like some thoughts on that. So is it just the genetics that this plant's just naturally smaller because it is expressing some of the other crosses in it more, and this one is really pulling out the speciosium? I don't know. But I am going to do the experiment. When I repot the little one, it's going to go into rocks and large pumice like the other one. And I guess that will be the only way we could tell. So enjoy the beautiful little flower. I thank you guys for watching. If you like the video, please give me a thumbs up. A subscribe would be appreciated. You'll see that I've opened up membership available to the channel. If you guys feel interested in helping to support the orchids, I've opened a membership up. You guys can check out the link down below. And thank you again for watching. Everybody have an absolutely lovely day.